Are you trying to raise money to fund your startup that's going to change the world? Well, here's the sobering truth about your startup. The odds are stacked against you. Over 80% of startups fail. Startups fail for many reasons, of course, but the most common reason is very simple. They simply run out of cash. And cash is like oxygen for your business. And once you run out of it, you're dead. And that is the cold, hard truth. And in the year 2020, everything got a whole lot harder. That's when the world as we know it changed due to a global pandemic and the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression. If you're a tech startup trying to raise money, you're probably starting to go a little bit crazy right now. And even in normal times, raising outside capital from investors to fund your startup may be unlike anything that you've ever done before in your life. So, if you are having a hard time understanding where to get started, don't worry, you are not alone. In fact, there are millions of entrepreneurs around the world on the same rocky path right now, teetering between improbable success and tumbling down the mountain towards failure. Hi, my name is Brad Furber, and for the last 30 years, I've been involved on just about every side of the wide world of venture finance. I've negotiated deals as a U.S. corporate and securities lawyers in connection with more than 50 mergers and acquisitions, public and private, and I've been involved on both sides of 10 public offerings. Now, during the dot-com boom years and the bust years from 1995 to 2005, I represented a lot of founders and funders in connection with more than 150 angel and VC-backed deals, mostly tech deals. And I was recognized at one point by my peers in Seattle as one of the top 10 business lawyers. Although corporate finance and securities practices does give you a front row seat at the table in connection with deal making, I was always curious what it would be like to actually be in the driver's seat. So on my 41st birthday, I resigned my equity partnership with a Global 100 law firm to join one of my small startup clients, a fledgling consumer internet startup, initially as its president and later as CEO. And over the next 4.5 years, I learned a lot about tech startup operations, including the pros and cons of bootstrapping versus raising outside capital, especially if you want to finance innovation and growth. Rather than raising outside capital, our company decided to achieve a liquidity event by selling to a publicly traded company. And that's when I decided to engage in the full-time pursuit of being a professional advisor and an angel investor in startup and emerging growth companies around the world as a global expat, first residing in Denmark, then Australia, short stint back in the USA, and now for the last 3 years in Switzerland. And over the past 25 years, I've made equity investments directly or as an angel in a limited partner in quite a few different venture capital firms in more than 150 startups. I also spent 3 very interesting years working in Australia for one of the top research-intensive universities in the world as the founding business leader, designing, launching, and operating a cross-faculty innovation center. Since moving to Switzerland in late 2017, I've narrowed my focus to serving as a strategic startup advisor on a very selective basis, including chairing and serving on multiple advisory boards. And I also do still continue to provide some legal services to a handful of clients. Helping visionary entrepreneurs and promising young companies find and raise the capital they need to fund their dreams, to take that dream and make it a reality, something that can change an entire industry or even the world, that's my passion and that's my life's work. So if you are a visionary entrepreneur of a promising venture that has ambitions bigger than your current resources, that's my sweet spot, and that's where I can help add the most value to help entrepreneurs like you achieve your dreams. But the road you are on is not for the faint of heart. Most companies never manage to secure outside funding, and there's a good reason for it. It's too damned hard. Ask any successful startup founder what the hardest job they have to do, and they will usually tell you the same thing: raising capital to keep the dream alive and grow it to the point where they are now. But hard does not mean impossible. Even if you have never raised outside money before, or if you're not sure if you can do it, it can be done. Anyone can learn how to do it. If you have a great idea, a product or service that has real potential, you can raise outside capital. But doing this will come down to three things. First of all, you need to take stock of where you are right now. How close are you to being able to raise the capital you need? Once you understand this, you need to learn exactly what you need to do to raise this capital. Trust me, there will be a gap, and understanding exactly what you need to do to cross this critical gap is important. And finally, once you know where you are and where you need to go, you will need to find the help to help you get there. Because raising money is like climbing a mountain. From the bottom, it's easy to see the top of the mountain, but once you start climbing, you will find yourself on winding paths or cliff faces, and you'll need a guide to help you plan and to navigate. Venture finance is the ultimate adventure in the sport world of business. It's exciting, it can be terrifying, and also extraordinarily rewarding when you get it right. But you wouldn't climb Mount Everest for the first time, I hope, without a guide, would you? In that respect, venture finance is no different than climbing a mountain. I have filmed an in-depth interview I did on the 4 principles of venture finance. And in this free video series on venture finance, you will see how one of my students, Sam Cook, the co-founder of Sanity Desk, raised $1.35 million in venture finance over the course of 16 months, despite the global pandemic. And this detailed case study, it's full of lessons that you can use as a founder to help you understand. And this is my gift to help you on your journey. In the first lesson, you will learn how to take stock and determine your strategy for raising money, including the 12 different sources of capital that you can look for and where you should look for them. Sam will also share his story of the different types of capital that he and we tried to find and where he ended up going in order to raise the money. The second lesson is all about getting your house in order, all the things you need to do to actually be ready to raise money from sophisticated investors. In this lesson, Sam shares some very personal stories of the things that he struggled with and how he took my advice on organizing his company properly and how this probably saved his company later. In the third lesson, you will learn about how to create a compelling investment offer. And Sam's going to share how he was able to sell an offer that was less than ideal, but then what caused him to change his offer and how I helped advise him in order to do it. Fixing his offer made all the difference in raising the money. In the last lesson, you will learn about go-to-marketing and the journey ahead of you. How long will it take you to raise the money? And what you need to have when you go out there, and how to successfully find, attract, and close investment. In this video, Sam really opens up about his challenges through the entire journey and how I helped him through it. I'm telling you, there is so much content in this case study that we should probably be charging for it, but we decided to make it free for now as my gift to help you on your journey up the mountain. To get access to this invaluable content for your fundraising journey, you simply need to take the investor readiness test to see where you stand on your own investment journey. And this data will help us generate a free report for you and a series of videos you can use to help you understand what you need. Whether you haven't started climbing yet or you're halfway to the top of the mountain, it's important to stop and take stock of where you are on your journey, your current state, and learn some lessons from someone who has successfully made a tough climb on this journey. You will also get a chance during these videos to see how I might be able to help you on your journey to raise the money that you want and you need. So go ahead, click on the link below this video, take the Venture Finance Readiness Test, enter your contact details, and watch this case study. We'll be right here waiting for you on the other side.